Are you looking where to invest in off-plan in 2025? Well, this project and area may be the best fit for you. Wynwood Horizon by Imtiaz is set to launch next week, which is the beginning of September 2025 in Meydan Horizon. Meydan Horizon is an up-and-coming area that has quite a few off-plan developments going on at the moment. However, this one launching in the coming week by Imtiaz is definitely something that has caught the eye of many investors. This will be Imtiaz's first launch in Meydan Horizon. However, they do tend to follow up with further projects in areas that they do take on. So let's have a look further into this project. So when looking at Meydan Horizon, this is an area that is launching in Mohammed bin Rashid City. This is only around a 10-minute drive from Business Bay, downtown, and Creek Harbour. It's situated right in the centre, meaning it's a really key hub for someone who is doing a lot of business or retail, as they've got access to these areas efficiently. As Dubai has matured over the years, it is definitely becoming increasingly difficult to have off-plan projects or areas being developed like this in such prime areas. As you can see, the area itself is very well connected through the Al Ain Road and the Ras Al Khor Road. So along with this, you will have the Green Line Metro that will be right on your doorstep. So this video here is taken just off Ras Al Khor Road. I've parked it up, and as you can see, there's a lot of developments going on in this area, and we're right next to Meydan Horizon. So the area is pretty undeveloped, as well as the infrastructure here. However, there is a lot to come from this area. When we're talking about Meydan Horizon as an area, the master developer here is the Meydan Group, which is under the visionary guidance of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Other signature developments from Meydan Group include the Meydan Racecourse, MBR City, and also District 1. The development covers around 1.8 million square metres, designed as an integrated mixed-use community for 72,000 residents, featuring 27,000 residential units and 500 hotel rooms. So as you can see here from the master plan, one of the main attractions for Meydan Horizon is the lagoons that you have running throughout. So there's 4 lagoons, followed by a 4-kilometre promenade that runs around the whole area. So this of course will be perfect for leisure, family outings, as you'll have a lot of cafes, restaurants running around this community. The lagoons themselves you will be able to swim in, which is unusual here in Dubai. Many of the lagoon communities you can't swim in, whereas this will be different. As we can see here, the infrastructure is not put in place for this yet. It's still under development, meaning that the crystal lagoons are not in yet. We would expect this community to complete by around Q2 2028, and we're hoping the crystal lagoons will be in by around Q4 2026. So with the way the master plan looks, it's definitely going to have a resort style feeling to it, where you're going to have some excellent views across the community, along with pedestrian friendly streets and some lush parks around the community. Over the Ras Al Khor Road, just in front of Meydan Horizon, is you're going to have something nearby that's natural, that can't be touched and won't be developed on. To the left of the community, you'll have the Al Ain Road. Further to that, over the other side, you will have Shoba Heartland, and behind you, you will have Shoba Heartland 2. Shoba Heartland has already been a big success, and Shoba Heartland 2 is launching a lot of products currently on the back of that success. So with Meydan Horizon being in a slightly better area because of its connections to the road, it's in front of Shoba Heartland 2, in my opinion, a greater area than Shoba Heartland 2. That is due mainly to its connectivity to the roads. You're not going to have to go through other communities to get back onto the main roads. So we've spoken a lot about Meydan Horizon and the area. So we're going to spend some time looking at the developer here, which is Imtiaz. Imtiaz is a high-end developer here in Dubai that produces elegant designs, high quality, and also delivers on time. So they have a track record of handing over their projects, sometimes even early. So if you've not heard of Imtiaz yet, they have been in Dubai for a while. They've been here since 1993 under a construction company of Venco Imtiaz Construction Company. This has been building a lot of the infrastructure across Dubai for many years on a wide scale. During this time, they've delivered over 2,000 residential units, 4 million square foot of office space, and 2 million square foot of retail space. Imtiaz has recently handed off their 4th development in JVC that we can see some videos of the project here. As you can see, the finishing and quality is really high end, as promised from the brochure. Imtiaz, operating as a developer here in Dubai, is really ideal for them with their background of the construction company, because they're now what we would call an end-to-end developer here in Dubai. So they do all the construction of the property. They're not contracting to third parties. They do all the quality checks. This typically results in higher quality because they can check this throughout, delivering on time, and also cheaper costs because everything is in-house. Currently, they have launched projects in Jumeirah Village Circle, Dubai Land Residence Complex, Dubai Islands, and now Meydan. What they tend to do, as we mentioned previously, is launch a project and then follow it up with multiple other projects in this location. Imtiaz's first launch here in Wynwood Horizon will be under the name of Wynwood Horizon. So we don't have the full information from this launch yet, as it's not launched. However, what I can say is that it will be the second block back, looking over the lagoons in a prime location. This will be one of the premium plots for Wynwood Horizon. As you can see here, the quality with Imtiaz is really high, and it will come with some top amenities. So you'll have an infinity pool, fully equipped gym, a yoga terrace, clubhouse, jacuzzi, barbecue area, electric vehicle station to charge the cars, and that's just to name a few of the many that this will have. So there'll be no studios in this development. It will be 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and retail space. The apartments do come fully furnished and fully fitted, which is quite rare. Some people may have concern over this. However, it does mean that if you're an investor or an end user, it is ready to move in with some of the top furniture as shown. In terms of pricing, 1 bedrooms will be starting at 1.69 million with a minimum size of 700 square foot, 2 bedrooms at 2.69 million with a minimum size of 1,211 square foot, 3 bedrooms starting at 3.5 million dirhams with a minimum area of 1,840 square foot. Retail shops starting at 1.47 million dirhams with a minimum area of 588 square foot. The payment plan for this project will be 60-40. So what that means is 60% during construction and 40% on handover. The handover date is to be Q1 2028, which will fit in line with the community. So when the property hands over, the community will be very close to completion also, if not already. So really good timing in terms of an investment. You'll see the capital appreciation over the next few years, and when the property is ready and livable, you'll see not only investors purchasing here, as it will be a community that you would like to live in. So what's the benefits of this project in particular? Why not any project that is launching in Wynwood Horizon? First of all, Imtiaz is a really top developer in terms of quality. Its main competition here would be Ellington. Ellington have launched a couple of projects here already that have already sold out. Originally, they started at 1.53 million. However, Ellington now have a launch coming this coming week in line with Imtiaz. They're set to be starting these prices at 2 million. The price per square foot from Imtiaz compared to Ellington for the 1 bedrooms is 2,414 per square foot and 2,632 per square foot for the Ellington. It's important to note that Imtiaz here will be fully furnished and fully equipped, which means on handover you tend to be able to rent out the unit for around 15% more. So not only is the unit itself cheaper price per square foot, but it's also coming fully furnished. We have already seen the demand from the previous Ellington launches from them selling out. This one will likely sell out also from the demand and feedback that we have heard from Ellington. So that's why we now review the prices of Imtiaz that we believe is a similar quality developer to be such an attractive. So when looking at Imtiaz that hands over a similar quality as Ellington, that's where we feel the value comes from. We have already seen Imtiaz launch in areas such as Dubai Islands, with their first project being at a really attractive price and progressively increasing the pricing on them. This is due to them selling out and the demand on the units. However, when they enter the market into a new area, it tends to be at their best price when they begin. With such a comprehensive lifestyle environment, retail institutions, and a lot of schools nearby, this area is going to be highly demanded. This area will have a really high rental demand due to these factors. So what I will say with off-plan is that sometimes you can miss the boat a little bit with areas in terms of when you invest. You may have seen a lot of capital appreciation over X amount of years, and then it gradually slowed down as the community gets more developed. Well, for Wynwood Horizon, we feel that it's still very early on. As you can see here with the construction videos, there's not even the infrastructure in place yet. And with the community set to hand over in Q2 2028 to be fully completed, then this is why we feel it's the right time now to get into a top developer backed by a top master plan in Meydan Group. That's why we feel it's the right time to invest in a top development backed along with a really good master plan from Meydan Group. So if you're looking for an investment that is going to be a little bit safer than some of the longer term plays that you see here in Dubai, then this could definitely be the right one for you. Due to its location, it's always going to be highly demanded, and from the looks of the master plan, it's going to be a really excellent community. So it does appear to tick a lot of the boxes that we would require for an off-plan investment. However, if you're seeking some further information or where else to invest in Dubai, click the link below to book in for a call, or further to that, click the video above for more information.